you've got Emre to name a few as well.
Yeah, there's no easy games in this group today. And what I don't like, I play over and last. So if my day's going bad...
Around the grounds, because we have got 3 games taking place at the same time. Tekkz, he was on commentary last week, finds himself 1-0 down again.
There, you don't stand a chance.
Right, after over here, there'll be a lot of people that have tuned in tonight wanting this man to do well. Tekkz.
This is hours of practice. You're just seeing the corner tonight. I promise you, these people are spending hours on hours as Tekkz gets the equaliser. First finesse of the night for him.
And speed 2, he leads. Another update over here, Tekkz.
Is that Dalot?
A certain Spurs player.
Yeah. Hold on, is Tekkz going to go 3-1 up? Yes, he is.
Oh, I love that from Tekkz. That's glorious.
And it's a finesse from Tekkz. Just as we've jumped live into the game, he's gone 3-1 up. If you're looking for my budget pick, no, good selection.
I'm just going to let a few people know in the chat, by the way.
Here, Tekkz really is finding his feet here in the FC Pro Open. Kunde won't want to see that one again. Either will. Guibarros, who finds himself 4-1 down. That could be a massive 3 points on the board for Tekkz. Kadioglu of Brighton over Albion. That's a +1 for him. This is a full-time result over here as well. Guibarros did get a goal back, but Tekkz.
Yeah. If I had it my way, like when I'm actually really calm, I don't like speaking, but I just get excited.
Cool start.
Very, very good start for Tekkz, but we're on to the...
Eu sou Gusta Coins, o maior vendedor de coins do Brasil. Chegou o bônus do Papai Noel. Ganhei 30% de bônus em coins para pacotes acima de 1kk. Presente de Natal é na Gusta Coins. Todos os dias, milhares de pessoas compram coins para conquistar o time dos sonhos.
Game here, and this is a big game. Could be, especially for Guibarros if he's lost his first one.
100%, perfect timing. It looks like it could have been. Oh no!
Oh, pen shout! Oh, it's given.
Oh, is that a late call?
Oh.
Any Panenkas about?
I'm gonna say top left.
Don't remind me of Panenka.
That's why I don't.
I Panenka every penalty. I Panenka it down the middle every single, and I just think, well. I find with the keeper diving the higher and lower this year, it's just almost...
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Let's take a look at this replay. Hold on. Matuidi, terrible time there. I don't know if he presses tackle, but it's clumsy. It's unfortunate. I don't think there's much he could really do there. But then the penalty, of course, down the middle with Drogba.
Yeah, I don't want to see any more Panenkas after yesterday.
That hurt me as well, too.
We've got a goal here in our game between Guibarros and Emre Yilmaz. A great power shot cancelled there. 2-2 in that game.
Ed, I think to get a 3-3 as a final result there, yeah, I think you will be disappointed with that, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. You see it as 2 points dropped rather than a point shared in that game for him. Final moments in this game, of course. Emre Yilmaz, 3-2 win over Guibarros. Just about manages to edge it there, keeping possession in the last moments. Huge important results in that second round. I honestly can't believe that chance there, where Tekkz didn't score.
Yeah, it's just decided on these small moments, honestly, and you don't score to wrap the game up, and within 2 passes you've conceded.
The thing is, we can't even reflect over that round for too much longer, because we've got round 3 coming up next. Yuval ranked 38th against Guibarros ranked 15th. That's a huge matchup for the determination of this group. We'll catch you after the break. Don't go anywhere.
It's Guibarros.
Someone has just asked in the chat as well, is there a star in the Mystery Nation flag? I can tell you that there is. So there's another little hint for you. And
last time I heard you give a hint, you said there was green in the flag, and now you're giving us there's a star in the flag.
Yeah, I'm trying to help the chat out, you know.
Steven Gerrard into Mbappe, early doors. It's Guibarros knocking on the door. Surprising, that one doesn't go into Virgil van Dijk. Mbappe has a shot, that one deflected away. Got to speak about Drogba for a second, Red Lack. Is he in your team? Have you used him? Do you like him? Do you not like playing against him?
He is in my team, and he's one of the best players. If you use that first time over the top, using someone like Bruno Fernandes, maybe Savigny, in behind in that number 10 role, Drogba can be so effective, because when the ball comes over his head, he has the ability to hit it first time with the power shot, and especially if it's green timed, it can really trouble the keeper.
Yeah, I watched the goal earlier, actually, and it was a first-time power shot. Insane level of skill. I don't know how you guys managed to do that.
But it's all about time, it's all about instinct. Once, you know, when you're a pro player, you get so many of these chances that eventually you're going to green time him, you're going to aim him in the right direction, despite the manual shooting. And it's really weird, because you can look at all types of players in this tournament. Look at Tekkz, he's got finesse, he's using that finesse play style plus more often than not. Whereas someone like Guibarros, he's got Oxlade Chamberlain, he's got Gerrard, he's looking for the power shot instead of that finesse.
What do you prefer, if I ask you? Are you more of a power shot or
I'm more of a
finesse?
power shot. Yeah, because I feel like you can lay it off and then, oh, here we go, player lock. Yeah, you can lay it off and hit it first time. There's more like quick instinct involved in that, whereas Tekkz, he'll be setting up that finesse shot, whether it's on, you know, the player's weak foot. That gold playstyle plus is really going to help finish it.
Well, we asked for a few questions to come in for Redlat. I was thinking more on the angle of pro tips and tricks. Tonka comes in and says, have you been learning German since signing for RB Leipzig?
I have not, and I probably should, because, you know, the rest of the team, they're all speaking in German, and I'm just there, stood there listening. But yeah, I don't really get what they're saying, but I'm trying.
And Ola has asked you in the chat, what is your favourite play style and formation?
Favourite play style right now, it's got to be power shot. Like I said, I've got that Drogba item, and his power shots, they're so good, because even if it doesn't go in, you get a corner, you have another chance to recycle that attack, make another chance, even if the initial power shot doesn't go in.
The FPL champ as well coming in. Which FC Pro Love items have you backed, if any, Redlac?
Well, I have got a lone Gravenberch, so I'm keeping my eye on Emre Yilmaz today. If he gets a few results, I might be slightly happy.
And if I can ask you another question, does, for example, with the power shot, what sort of difference does the grey playstyle make as opposed to the plus playstyle? Is there a real difference in it?
Yeah, there is a big difference. I have got Pele untradeable, as a lot of people will know and aren't very happy about. But he has the silver or grey playstyle for power shot, and he can hit it just as effectively. Now, it's not as quick, the animation's not as sharp, but there's definitely power behind the shot, and it beats the keeper, yeah.
And is it more, is it more of the speed of the animation that you prefer with the plus, as opposed to the accuracy?
Yeah, I think there's just less of a window for the opponent to tackle you. That's the main difference, I'd say, between, you know, the gold play style and the silver.
Well, Tia Hernandez has been a popular choice in every single player's teams across the FC Pro Open, and to be honest, if you've got the coins, in every single person's ultimate team. If you can't afford Tia Hernandez Redlac, who is the alternative? And Pi, if you've got one as well, I'd love to hear it.
Well, a lot of people are using DeMarco, maybe a Mendy evolution. The sad thing is there's not a real out-and-out swap for Theo Hernandez. He's the best item by far, as Tom Lees was saying on the broadcast, in the game, even for any position, not just left back.
Yeah, I love him. I use him I packed him really early on my road to glory from an advanced SBC. I was buzzing with that, and yeah, so he's never, I made him red, he's never going to go to that team. But my actual, my main left back, I use my Bali Mumba Argyle Evolution. So I honestly absolutely love Evos. Four or five of my starting Champs 11 are Argyle players that I've been working on. So yeah, unfortunately I can't drop him. Even if I get a big left back, he can't go.
I was waiting for a bit of Plymouth Argyle to feature in the broadcast tonight. He has come in.
I've got a midfield of 86 Adam Randall Evo, as we score a goal there.
Well, just offside, I believe, there for Guibarros. That one won't stand. There is updates in our other games, though. As we said, 3 games underway. You deserve some goals, some updates of what's going on. If we can head to Oberon against Umir, what's going on over there? Is it Didier Drogba involved in the goal? Yep, surprise, surprise. Didier Drogba giving Oberon an all-important lead. He simply loves that striker.
Well, that's the thing. Oberon is using Didier Drogba to his max potential. He knows how to loop it up to him. He knows how to take shots with him. There's no one that will use... For example, Anders last week, he had Drogba in there. Not as effective with that original player. Like, Oberon is using him. He's scoring headers. He's scoring power shots. Anders more using him naturally, you know? Just like you would in foot champs, Brandon.
Oh, I think we've got a goal somewhere. There's passion all over the room. I love it.
I can hear some screams coming from elsewhere. This is 0-0 still in our featured match-up here. As we said, we're in round 3 of Group C tonight, the Group of Death.
You know, you missed it earlier, actually.
The goal to nil. Quick corner. Still nothing to celebrate here.
I've got another question in the chat there. I think it's from Tarek. He wanted to know, who would you recommend as the best cam without long ball plus?
It's a great question. Without long... What budget are we talking about?
Well, would you say a cheap and expensive? I like Phil Foden personally because of the technical plus, but I know he's got that new Thunderstruck item. I didn't pack him. I was very sad.
Well, I think if you're not going for that long ball pass play style, I think you're looking at power shot. An expensive one, Bobby Charlton, very, very good.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a Chamberlain, as you can see Guibarros using on that right wing. I think you can also play cam, so that could be really effective as well.
Well, here's the table as it currently stands. Emre Yilmaz, top of the table. He's leading against Tekkz. Currently, Oberon.
I've actually got an interesting question for you, Brandon, because you might know this. Is this Guibarros using this Oxlade Chamberlain? Is this the first time we've seen a pro using another pro's live item in an event.
It's happened a few times. I think, don't get me wrong, Chamberlain has featured in a couple of squads. I think he might have actually started for Nick Sneb, who's his own player. If not, came off the bench at least. Gravenberch has featured quite a lot tonight. I mean, he's quite an expensive pick as well, to be honest, but just goes to show how good he is. But I certainly think it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Especially if you're playing against someone whose item it actually is, like Emre Yilmaz.
Yeah, it was more. Yeah, it was more for the bench. I know Gravenberch being super expensive for how well he played early on. Oh.
Big goal for Guibarros. He is desperate to get some points on the board.
Me and my boy owners, we're down bad. Chat, I'm in as much pain as you. Maybe like a Saar or a Basuma, just to send them. Yeah, you probably can already get them quite high. Funnily enough, actually, Saar and Basuma both play from the same continent as the player from the Mystery Nation, or the Mystery Nation.
There's a few more hints for you. There's his chances. Bouncing around the box. Wayne Rooney went for a time green shot, as we said. Guibarros looking to try and get his first points on the board.
Oh, the chat suggested Madison. I put Team of the Week Madison in to get Ping Pass Plus as my favourite playstyle, so I've done that one. And yeah, a lot of people liking Udogi.
Mystery Nation coming in. It's not Aubameyang's nation. It's not Gabon.
It isn't, but it does have green in the flag, and it is an African nation. So there's a good guess.
It is a nation of Africa. That is something that we can confirm. Is it Nigeria? No, it is not.
There's got to be many African countries with green in the flag left that they've not guessed.
It's Hungary. I don't know where we've got this from, Henry. We're way off the mark. And it's certainly not Bosnia. Conrad, welcome into the stream as well tonight. Good to see you. Again, this is such a difference as well, because there'll be a lot more people invested in this Sacha Boey item than Forsberg, of what is one of the cheapest items in this group, naturally. Back over to this one. Power shots from David Ginola. Wasn't even time green, that one. The only player to use him in the 6 here tonight.
I was going to ask Red, is that big skill to hit that like that?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, the meta with that is people will be thinking, oh, it's easy, but aiming that, if you see the way he let it come across his body before he took the shot, it's actually quite a lot of skill in that. And Ginola does have the silver playstyle plus. He hasn't just hit that with anyone. You know, that is part of having the item in game. And yeah, I just think one of the biggest shocks in this FC Pro season is the fact that Drogba's getting started over Mbappe when they're the same sort of similar budget. The way Drogba is changing everyone's teams is just crazy.
Well, we saw him for a period of time, didn't we? The Champions League last year, where the aerial plus was deadly. At the moment, we haven't seen him with a playstyle plus of that. Red ball's going in. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the way of Yuval. 2-1 he leads. It's a power shot that's taken so well.
Falling behind that initial pack at the top.
Well, speaking of Guibarros, let's jump into the game live now. This is 85 minutes on the clock.
What do you do here, Redlac, if you're Guibarros in this situation? Do you try and find one more chance, or do you look to just pass it around the middle?
No, I think you only go for the chance if it's in front of you. The main aim is to get to this position right now in the corner, use that R1 dribbling, maybe pass it into space, and then sort of keep the opponent in this area, because they haven't got power here. They can't do a team press, they can't, you know, put certain types of press on. Well, that was wayward, but yeah, if he keeps it in the corner, it's the most optimal way to keep the ball, because the time's ticking. Here we are.
Big chance. DRB, was there a pass on maybe? Corner comes in now.
I would have cut that back, I think, Brandon, but that's why I'm not good, but...
Hey, it's a valid point. In another world, that might have been the way to break it down. I like this from Guibarros. Took an extra couple of seconds out of the game. Power shot. Wins another corner.
This is the perfect scenario. Once you keep getting them corners, it's going to frustrate the opponent. Yuval's going to be thinking, I want the ball back, and he just can't get it. Guibarros holding it in the corner, whips it in. That's a risk.
Giving it away, or has he got it back? Marquinhos, of all players, he's not going to be the one to hit it in front of goal, but he doesn't need to rush. It's clever from Guibarros. Just look after the ball, get your first 3 points on the board, which could be so crucial, especially in this group of all groups, to take something into the Christmas break.
Oh, could be a chance here. He's got to send it, though. He's got to send it.
It's a clever foul.
Very good foul. Obviously, a new implementation in the game. He's obviously got that down to a T, because that's perfect. He can get his whole team back, 11 men behind the ball, set up for this one last attack. If he does win it, kick it out. That's the game.
A chance though. Boy owners here are wanting a miracle last attack.
30 in-game seconds still as they wait for that Bowie upgrade. Is there potentially going to be an equaliser? Again, it's another clever foul just to slow the game down again. 4 in-game seconds left, I believe. Maybe even less.
Still think he's going to get this attack. It's just before the 92nd minute. They might let him have it.
He's made a quick sub there. I don't know if that's going to take extra time, but yeah, we're looking at this now. Is he going to go direct into the box? He's not.
Here we go. Just one big win, Guibarros, and you got 3 points. Is that the big win? Ball sticks to the feet of Rayton. Not this time. Ball goes out of play. Huge. 3 points.
Big for you.
Well, that's my teammate. He's done very, very well. And like I said, he wants to stay with the pack who are leading the group, because if he falls behind, it might be too much going into week 2.
And so important as well, Redlack, after what was a slow start.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, is it's all about performance as well. After that win, he'll be believing, you know, I can do this. I can pick up more points and climb up the ladder.
What a time to
Goal in... No.
What's he just done? Wait, you know what? You know what? You see the way. You see the way his coach has reacted there.
10 men. Actually, hold that thought. There's been a goal, and it's actually fallen in favour of Auburn, it looks like, or has it? The ball is with Courtois. There is no way. That's a horror show.
That's a smart goal, though, from Bonmati.
And it's actually fallen the way of Auburn. A ball into... Drogba's unbelievable. Keeper movement, as you saw earlier in the R3.
I'm telling you.
Another goal in this one, though. It came last minute. And it's Marquinhos, the person we questioned in the team. 3 minutes added on. He's got about 2 minutes or so, Tom. I don't think that's enough time.
No.
But unless Auburn just passes the ball away, which you'd expect him to be disciplined and keep possession, you'd expect him to see out this game.
No, I think you're not going to... you know what? The way Auburn's playing, I'll be...
Oh, what? They're up. What, he's swarming forward quicker than I thought.
You know what? He's in it.
Oh, you know what? That's why he's one of the best. Maybe if not the best. Look at the way he plays out of there. Just calm and composed, waiting for the area. Precision
pass, because he knows now there's not enough time.
No way. No way.
Do you see the level of confidence he's playing with?
What we're
he's just
dealing
walked
with.
back and he thought, yeah, no problem. Look, I'll switch this out. You can come press me. I'm not bothered. I know where the space is. He already knows where it is. Like, it's really good. It looks a bit boring and it looks a bit like, oh, he hasn't really done much. Just switched it, but it's just... It's the composure, because I'll be honest, a lot of people will be shaking there and they'll give a pass away.
Exactly. It's the composure from Auburn, and that's why he sits first in the...
And it's a good start for Emre. I mean, that's a really big result for the group as well. So we see another goal here, Brandon.
What a turnaround this could be for Guibarros, by the way, if he was to get himself a result here. Lost his first 2 games of the day. As we see in the bottom corner of your screen, Auburn has just scored a goal. Surprise, surprise, it's Didier Drogba. He scored the opening goal. You may recognise that man sitting behind Tekkz, Top 3 it is that go straight through. Update over here, Guibarros is looking to make it hell for his teammate Umit. 14 minutes in, 2-0 he leads. Great example.
We had a look at one player. We'll see Umit get one back, just with Mbappe. I think one player, at the very, very top stage. Was he a bogey opponent? I mean, I've got to give credit to Levy for when we played. There was a lot of times in 21.
Well, so important in a match where Auburn has been doing so much. What a ball that one is. Finds Wayne Rooney. Just about chips it past the goalkeeper. 2-goal lead extended there for Guibarros.
2 very good goals there, Brandon. Especially, I like that player lock one, running around.
Chain, but just a breather, because he was getting sort of dominated up until that moment.
Yeah, the Tekkz pause. I've actually been part of that before. Play 2v2 with it.
Yep.
And if it's not going well, we pause it and just say, mate, let's just wait 30 seconds. Like, just get back into it. And I think that actually has worked. I was going to say, there's been a real change in the way he's played that last 15 minutes. It probably was the pause just to take a second and go, right, this is not how I want it to go. I'm going to change something. You might just even sit there. You might not even say anything, but you're just halting that momentum quickly and stopping the onslaught, because Auburn could have had 2 or 3.
Agreed.
Offside won't count. How important is the pause then? Because we're all up against it in champs on the weekend. When someone pauses it 3 times in a row and you get quite frustrated. But in this environment here, I think you're so right to say that, Ryan. Sometimes you just sit there and just take a moment out of a game that's got so much pressure on it.
Yeah, you have to in those moments, because, again, he was up against it drastically. A power shot coming in, blocked for the corner. I'll hold that thought for a second.
Big corner comes in. Van Dijk is there. Time green. Another corner will be coming in straight after, or not. Half time is instead being called. Guibarros there. 3-1. Some more upgrades tonight. Yuval 3-3 there. And over here, Guibarros still 3-1 up, was about to be 3-2. Here's Lauren James. This is brilliant from Umit. What a goal.
Wow.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
I think we joined that at the right time.
Yeah, that shot cancel. Even the through ball there in behind to Lauren James. What a pass.
Very, very smooth. I like them goals. I like them goals. It's about composure. A lot of people shoot there, probably myself included. Just you pull the trigger straight away. Look at this. Watch it again. He goes for a shot, so he has to commit. Shot cancel. See you later. And that trusty nib.
But Auburn finds a way back in. Oh, could have been a costly error. Corner for Guibarros.
Seen a couple of them from him at this game. Losing the ball a bit uncharacteristically around his own box. He's in there at the back post, yeah. Space opened up. Ooh.
It's off as well, just off.
Yeah, goals are gonna swing here. There's going to be an interesting 25 minutes to set us up for the next week.
We'll try and get a live table for you as soon as we can to give you the lowdown of how it currently stands.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Even in this drawing position that Auburn finds himself in, he still would be top tonight. Even 5 points for Tekkz is certainly a lot better than what he provided last time out. We saw him in the FC Pro Open. He got 1 point last time before the Christmas break, which he already alluded to and joked about earlier. But look how tight that group is. Remember, 15 points on the line each matchup when they all come into London to play.
It's beautiful dribbling.
I don't want to sound like a bit of a loser mentality or not thinking about winning every.
The side of Umit, as he's just conceded this one, he is not happy at all.
Wow.
We have just seen a massive goal on the bottom side of your screen. We started with Didier Drogba, and we might be ending with a Didier Drogba goal as well. Umit, unfortunately, will be ending play across everything tonight. This is an update over here. Umit, by the looks of it, has been able to pull himself another goal back through the goalkeeper's legs. That's 4-3.
He's going to catch up as well. And you go from 7 to 8. And it's a small difference, but it'll be a big difference in terms of placement. He is going to need a goal though, Brandon. He's only got 3 minutes on the clock, and Guibarros is going to try and run the clock down here.
Unbelievable turnaround as well from Yuval. He was on 1 point after 3 rounds tonight. He's just won back-to-back games if he can hold on against Emre Yilmaz. 1 win against Tekkz, 1 win against potentially Emre Yilmaz. And that would be another upgrade for Sasha Bowie.
It's got to be his last throw, isn't it? He's giving it away. I think he's going to do well. But yeah, there's a lot of Bowie owners earlier. I saw doubting Yuval.
There's a lot of love in the chat for him. I mean, after round 3, I think they were a bit worried about what upgrades could have been coming or how Yuval was playing. Maybe his coach told him there's a lot of people backing you tonight.
And this could be game over.
Doesn't need to score, just happy to keep.
That is an interesting decision.
Yeah, he very nearly gave Umit one more chance there. Added time, I think that will do us. And as we look around the games, a full-time result there. Against his teammate, never an easy game to play, especially when they're in the same group. Let's jump across if we can to our last game. Has Yuval been able to hold